Ah, depression. Has it really been a week already? Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to be checking out more Xtale, which I'm sure will be happy and fun and not soul-destroying at all. This is going to be TORIEL, Muffet, and Undyne. Now, I know what I'm getting into. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know where it's going. And where it's going is going to eventually be effed up. And now we're just watching the process to get there. And it's freaking awesome, but also effed up. I know, shocking that part. More importantly, though, there's a link below to the original video. Hit it up, and let's just see how bad it gets and what the hell is going on in the backstory of UNDERVERSE. Sounds slowly coming in. Entry 0. Number 3 timeline. Each alternate universe has multiple timelines, variation of pacifist, neutral, and genocide events. So they're springing from like that. Flow of time seems to be the connection between each of them. And this is when XGaster's starting to work out how timelines break down. He's going to do some kind of crazy paradoxical shit, isn't he? Attempting to modify them will only result in the creation of another alternate timeline. Yeah? They will still exist until a superior entity erases or overwrites them permanently. And the ways he's breaking it down, was it X's on all of them? Huh. I think it was X's on all of them. And I'm sure this is an allusion to... No, these ones just disappeared. Huh. Okay, so it was only my imagination then. There was X's on all. They just started moving in and then they disappeared. And these ones were X'd out. And he overwrote the center one. Allowing more timelines to appear proves that they have been wrong many times. I've also failed, but unlike them, I can fix my mistakes as much as I wish, without creating useless variations. So the very act of having alternate options for him is seen as a problem. So part of his perfect world issue is that it can't have anything else because then it's not perfect. Oh, this is some my perfect world involves you not in it, now to murder everyone type event. Timeline of 3, entry 1. I don't know why I read that backwards. I have simulated the features of an alternate universe that blank showed me some time ago, probably ink. This would be underswap as well, with the Queen TORIEL. Just as I thought, there is nothing different that catches my attention. Nothing that can be perfect. And Frisk is going along with it while Chara is just sitting here going like, I hate this. Because they remember, and that is probably driving them nuts. Frankly, though, Chara makes sense, and I know I said before, Frisk, I really don't get, because they seem to be completely fine with it. Or maybe it's resigned. One's more fucked up than the other, but I'm not sure which way it goes. Entry 2, timeline 3. The timeline only existed for 2 days. The children seem to be upset. I am... Wait, they say I'm an insecure old man. Oh, God, that is completely accurate. I'm not sure about old, though, considering I have no idea how long they've existed in the void they came from. I don't actually know. Yeah, but there is definitely the fact that he is very much insecure is an accurate way to put it. Because he has absolutely no confidence in his ability, and it's just stealing and trying to pick at everything because it's never good enough. That's a massive insecurity right there. Never really thought of it that way, but it perfectly fits. He's sweating. And smiled. I do not need the opinion of 2 insolent brats. And he's talking to them like brats because they look younger, but he's the one who reduced them to that. Especially for Chara, who does have the memories of being an adult. That is... But they have the mind of a kid because they've been reduced to a kid. And you see how he's starting to distance them from his opinion. Or, wait, reverse that. His opinion from them. Where the initial one in timeline 0 was, I failed you, because he couldn't create anything for them. And now it's, I'm doing this for me. You are just here. 0, timeline 4. Piano? I never told him, but I really admire him, because he gets to see everything. Ink strives so hard to protect us all, And he's able to feel so many things. Well, that is... oh, wow. I don't know if this is one of those moments that this is due to this being created before ink not having a soul came out, or if this is one of those moments of, oh, yeah, it's because this XGaster doesn't know about that. Either way, though, the irony is dripping off it perfectly. If anything, I kind of hope this was before the revelation came out, because it makes it so much better. It would be difficult to be like him. I hope he can wait for a little longer. What is he waiting for, though? I have felt overwhelmed by those two ungrateful brats. And now he's starting to get mad at them. Good morning, Muffet. The usual, please. 2 spider donuts for my favorite human, 14G. Also, I made this for you and your brother. It's my special Terrafosa chocolate cake. I have no idea if I said that word right. Also, goddamn! The art's good, but why does that look so good? Like, they even have the shine on it. Like, why? Why? Oh, God. You know, I never thought the most difficult thing in this series would be watching it on an empty stomach. That's never something I expected. I expected this level of cake detail in the background, and that is... I must be very hungry right now. Oh, dear God. Oh. Really? But you only make it once a year. It has little spider cherries. Very kind of me, Frisk. You'd have been somewhat down. I want my best clients to feel better, even if your ugly brother is rude with spiders. Muffet, you shouldn't have. Chara will be happy indeed, but... Oh, I have an idea. This locket is very special to me and my brother. It's more valuable than money for us. Is he going to give it to her? I really want to give you something in return so you can take it. Wow. So that is... I only know the locket from other mediums. I assume it has the same intentional, oh shit, importance in Xtale as well. Granted, I have no idea how they initially got it in this timeline because they seem to just spring into it fully formed in an empty world. Unless more happened. I just don't know what was in the Zero timeline. But the act of giving it to Muffet, especially when Frisk at this point knows that Gaster is probably going to destroy it and just resigned himself to it, that's admittedly incredibly depressing. It's like, hey, person who I know is going to be gone probably in a matter of minutes because Gaster gets tired of people immediately, considering the last timeline was 2 days. Yeah. Aw, blushing spider. Okay, you cutie dork. I'll take care of it. You better be careful with my cake, too. Have a nice breakfast, dearie. Do they even make it to eat the cake with how often Gaster destroys these? Oh, it's been years after the last timeline was overwritten. So they're due for another one. We haven't talked about it again. Even XGaster hasn't said a word. He's probably getting annoyed, though, because he's a perfectionist. Chara is very distressed, waiting for everything to end. And it makes sense, considering they know what's going to happen. I know it can happen at any time. We must stay determined if we want to stop this someday. Well, now. That does imply Frisk hasn't completely given in. So they're just resigned, but still waiting to fight it. But how long does that last? At least right now they're still wanting to stop it. I don't know, though. How far does that go? I don't know enough about him in the future to see if he actually kept it up. And they're not going to get some cake. What are you doing here? I think we know what he's doing here. Entry number 1. Timeline number 4. We'll start a genocide route. They're making Frisk into it. I decided to override one of the human children. The smug smile actually makes this worse. I want to know if their determination allows them to ignore my orders in an altered state. hates him. And is this what breaks Frisk? What could happen if I involve them during the development of my perfect world? And that's why they have the red eyes. My brain bigger. What did we do? Frisk lied to me in the worst possible way. I will never forgive him. I thought he was different, but now I see his soul is rotten like all humans. Oh, so you finally left your room, Chara. What a pleasure. We've been worried about you lately. Frisk really wants to play with you. And now we see how things happen. So he gets the red eyes later, so that's when Chara is probably overwritten either in this timeline or the next one. And this is probably what broke this version of Frisk, because they experienced the genocide route, which probably fucked up their mind. I like the music, though. Slashing sound effects. The spider bringing Muffet instructions. What does it say? I'm actually wondering if there would be... They wouldn't actually do that, would they? Nah. Okay. I thought maybe there'd be a chance they put the words, what they mean, in the actual subtitles, but I guess not. Sometimes people have done that. Oh! You have enough wherewithal to fight still. Now I understand everything? Does she? What was in that message? How is it possible that you two have been holding back for so long? Do you want to lose your brother, or what? Wake up? He never cared about you in the first place. You should do something about it. Wait. It was a torn-off message delivered by a spider. Muffet didn't seem to be controlling it. Did she give him the message, or is this a ploy by XGaster to make her do something? Chara, I don't think, would think that far ahead because he was blindsided by it. I honestly doubt Gaster because he doesn't go for subtlety. He's, in fact, incredibly bad at subtlety. He just does big sweeping changes because that's apparently what he does. I wonder if it was her slowly setting it up so they could do this. I don't know. Yeah, torn page! You were never meant to be part of this plan. You don't deserve this. Nobody should decide what is best for you. Nobody should have power over you. Stop him now, goddammit. Goddamn Muffet. Oh, what's with the black... Oh, he actually got a hit in! Entry number 2, timeline number 4. The other child has rebelled against me, and their determination's fully on display. Finally, I've witnessed the ability known as reset. Do they remember as well? They have the cake. This is going to be a problem. I do not want that button to create garbage like in other universes. I will not allow any other timeline to coexist. And yeah, that's fully showing his slide is going really hard here. But also he's developing a unique psychosis. It's not just I want one person to fuck up. I want there to be the one fuck up that I desire. And I'm very much choosing the word fuck up, not just because I think he is at this point, which he is, but because his version of perfect seems to be incredibly fucked up. But she kept the torn page after a reset. I am starting to feel tired of overwriting every time they ruin the course of my universe. his universe. I mean, this is basically the backstory to every show that becomes, and then the evil god decided they wanted to end it, and we stopped them. It's like the traditional anime RPG setup. Not sure what it means that she still has pieces missing, so I guess she's exempt from the resets and the overwrite. Maybe not the overwrite. She seems to remember. See if she still has that torn page after the overwrite. Time to find a way to discipline those children. Enforced genocide route? To torture them? Entry 0, timeline 5. This is the punishment timeline, huh? You can't be my brother. I don't know you. We can be friends instead. Enough, humans. Our son has no time to play with you. Oh, so they're literally making a timeline where the humans never actually exiled the monsters, probably, but they're just choosing not to deal with him. So good old-fashioned racism in monsters and humans. Your parent must be worried. Leave us alone. So this is a much more fucked up world. Get off, stupid kid. Who the heck are you? And this is probably even worse because they just made Muffet such an important character in the previous one, so now it's probably just hurting them more. Follow me, or you'll be my pet's dinner tonight. Probably talking to Frisk in that one. I can see the hatred in their eyes. This is their punishment. Making them hate everyone. She found the locket. To Undyne. Is this the one we know, or the other one? Hello, assistant. Okay, never mind. We know exactly which one it is. So today's your day off, huh? No, don't run away. We know you remember us. They know that. Oh. So that brings the total of people who actually remember anything between resets to 4. He needs someone to talk to about his failures, after all, and she remembers because he lets her. And they're both going full genocide mode on this one. I wonder if XGaster really cares about you. What would he do if you suddenly became dust? Reset? No, probably just rewrite so she wasn't. Honestly, wonder if he cares. No, I think we know the answer to that. He really doesn't. Oh no. Tell us where he is hiding and maybe we can spare your life. Hey, I was the first one to ask her out on a date today. Wait your turn. Or wait for your turn. Damn! Someone cleans up well. As far as I know, babies like you are not allowed to walk around with knives. I'm sorry, I just went to the baby with a knife meme. It's an old meme, but it checks out. This is between alphas and us. One more step, we're gonna kill you. If you have no idea who we are, then don't do anything stupid. So this is a brand new timeline for them then. Ah, no reason for a couple of uninvolved crybabies like you. Bite me, punks. What? She's actually just knife point grabs. Okay, that's a flex. Your outfit's really cute. And she's just already moving on. I like these flowers. Thank you. Oh, can't wait to open this box. The absolute flex of it. You wouldn't mind to lose anyone because they're not Undyne, right? Azrael, Asgore, Mom, and Muffet, did you enjoy what you did to my family? Pathetic. But you also enjoy lying to Undyne. And it's Frisk saying this now. Not Chara, who's usually more angry. So we've seen Frisk reach their breaking point because they were close to Muffet in the previous one. even brought them back to the point where they could do something about it. And then Gaster made a world where they couldn't get close because they're just a completely different person. And Alphys is always Alphys. Or ex-Alphys. I didn't enjoy that. I was scared. I'm still scared. You have no idea how much I want XGaster to stop using that horrible button. I really tried to help you in secret, as far as I could, but it was too risky. If I had been caught, the consequences would have been worse, especially for you. You do understand, Alphys? For having you as my enemy, he could have created a more perverse assistant. Yeah, anyway, if you really want to help us, stop being part of a world made of lies. It used to be a damaged heart locket. I managed to fix it. I just thought it would look nice in your new armor. Do you like it? This is how they all get the heart pendants. It's taking from each one the pieces he liked at the end, where they each distinguish themselves. Literally stealing from kids on this one. Please be honest to me. Are those kids your friends? She really doesn't have that right to say that. They're not. I see. It's okay. Yeah, that's a blatant lie. Oh, random sands. Was not expecting that. I mean, random human in the background, you can't really tell. Sure. Sans, with a very distinct smile, and how much does he remember overhearing this situation? Undyne, no. I knew it. I've known you for years. You can't lie to me, girl. Ooh. Years. I mean, technically that's probably right, but is it always you? No, Undyne, you only have programmed memories about me. I'm gonna fix this broken friendship once and for all. Or once for all. Okay, I know this is silly to point out. One, lovely setting. Nice. But I love how they're adding an element of scope by having the background move one direction and the foreground with the bit of tree right here moving the opposite direction. It creates a sweeping effect that a lot of people just don't add in. And frankly, it didn't need to be done here, but it's really nice that they added in. Shows a lot more movement than even just the individual animation. So it's an extra step on top of that, an additional layer of animation to create that sense of, well, that the world is alive and not just a 2D representation. I really like when that's done. Wait, what did they just throw at him? Is that a brick? That is just a random brick. Okay. Yo, punks. Finally found you. Never had a proper introduction, so here I am. The suavest monster in the city. I notice your friendship with Alphys is going through a rough time. I may be a fierce bodyguard, but I know the best way to help friends reconcile is talking. I mean, not wrong, but let's talk about your problems and feel better. No knives or hits this time, okay? I didn't realize they were allowed to do that still. And I don't mean that figuratively. I mean that in the actual, I'm surprised Gaster would allow that to be a situation at all type deal. And their eyes are still red. I saved Frisk from XGaster, so he punished us by making everybody reject us in this new timeline. Once he is satisfied, he will get rid of this timeline and continue with his plans. No one will stop him. We cannot take it anymore. We are weak. Are you sure this isn't some kind of role play or something? Because it sounds a bit ridiculous. I'm sorry. I want to see that face again. That sheer face of... Oh. This is like looking at someone who unironically enjoys a room filled with Funko Pops and goes, you know what's great here? I should get another one. And you just have that moment of, no. It's that. It's literally that. And yes, I'm very much projecting from a Maxor video right now, but this thought remains accurate. Are you sure this isn't a kind of roleplay? Yeah, just read that one. Sadly, it's true. XGaster's ambitions are increasing more and more. Let's call it ambitions, sure, rather than psychosis. Previous talent data, now we can know which is next. I've been studying him in secret. There's a small chance to stop him permanently. His soul allows him to overwrite button. Destroy it might not be a good option. If we contain it somehow, we could learn how to use it. Our universe could finally have a normal course. Forget it. That's a stupid plan. This is probably Frisk's talking because they're still affected. Eventually it happened to Chara, and they do something to contain Gaster, or at least diminish him. But it destroys the world in the process. You just can't defeat your own creator. Chara and I can't fight can't fight him again? Oh, okay, it's either. I thought it said again. Again would be a very leading thing. And this is the second time they're specifically saying you can't defeat your own creator, and then including themselves as we also can't fight him, further emphasizing that they are unique existences on par with Gaster, if not power-wise. The more I hear about this, the more I want to know what that zero timeline is. People keep telling me, we don't really know about it because there's nothing about it. And then honestly, I can see it being done. It's the blank void of creativity, which could be taken as the void of creativity where anything can happen, but also there's literally nothing there that's been creative yet. It could be a metaphor situation, but frankly, I just personally don't enjoy those nearly as much because blatant metaphors like that seem lazy. And frankly, I keep saying frankly, accurately, I wonder if they did have some thought what was going on beforehand, because they just keep making references to how they are separate. They could just kind of hand wave it away at this point if they didn't want to. And again, I'm coming to the situation where, is this a case of a hint at something that might develop, or just a plot hole you gotta ignore? I don't know. I really don't. Because I know Xtale has plot holes. Unless you get a proper training. I don't mean to brag, but I'm pretty good at kicking butts. You guys can tell. That guy sounds like a total loser. I'd be glad to give him a lesson too. Oh my god, he's blushing! Oh my god, blushing Chara. This is just freaking... And Frisk is being all pouty. I'll help you make you far stronger and work together for a fair cause. I'll pass. It's a waste of time. Chara's going to drag them? I'll take the offer. We must do this in secret. XGaster can't find out about this. Assuming he doesn't already know. We're counting on you. Alright then. We'll give our best as teacher and student. We've got this, Carla. It's Chara. And it's a boy. Oh my god! I thought she was trolling. No, she's actually embarrassed. And is Chara blushing too? I think Chara's blushing too. That's adorable. Time's up. Who's speaking? Okay, it's Undyne. Undyne? Yeah, whatever. Double rapiers? 52 out of 60 dummies in 10 seconds. You've progressed a lot. More than I expected. Well, I was convinced you were holding. Going to use your special attack? I'll do it when I fight XGaster. Oh my god, they went full anime. I mean, they've already been going full anime, but they actually did. The training, insert weights, or in this case, training swords I've been using are so heavy when I drop them, even if they look light, they crush into the ground. Oh my, that's the irony being, it's stupid because if it was actually that heavy, you would be the source of the weight holding it, so your feet would be doing that regardless. So just dropping them and suddenly having them break the ground like that is just... it's such an anime trope. And admittedly, it's a good one because it's funny and it makes the impression the, well, I guess artist in this case wants, by showing, oh my god, they're so heavy! Just, I don't... Oh, I wonder how they're going to get them out, other than very carefully. I'll make every second of his whole existence hell. I mean, technically, with how fucked up his mind is, his whole existence is kind of hell already. Because he's always perfectly nicking at himself. The sound of his body being pierced over and over will be music in my ears. No, no, bad human. I'm sorry, I just love the faces here. Also, Undyne with black hair. Nice. Remember, lesson 1. We're fighting for justice, not for bloodlust. Well, that changes. Also, he hasn't noticed she has the heart pendant yet. I know you're frustrated, but you're not trying to become a soulless killer. That comes later. You're better than that, my dear student. They actually went full Shoujo. They actually went the pretty boy or pretty girl look. No, actually, this one is full pretty boy more than anything else. Oh, my God. And right after that, they went to the ultra chibi style as the comparison. Don't do that. I'm embarrassed. It's embarrassing. Oh, my God. Well, you hate my anime face. We're not in an anime! Fourth wall? Who needs a fourth wall? Really? Because you look exactly like a guy from an anime I'm watching. I don't care. Random anime created in here. Okay. Also, that would imply that the creations Gaster pulls together are more creative than him. Huh. Guys? Aren't you mad at me? I lied to you about everything. Despite you know the true face of this world, you're still smiling and being so nice to me. I haven't done anything good for you. And the children, I even pretend you forgave me. Oh! Hey, look at that, more color. It's not your fault, you dumb. You're a good person. It's the only thing that matters. Okay, 1. Damn. 2. The show of affection added more color in than the entire Xtale versions of art have had the entire time. Normally it would be just a blush, but the blush has actually been shown multiple times just to be there. And this is... Okay, this is going to sound embarrassing, but I've seen so much of her white-purple scale that I actually forgot her initial colors, but I think that's closer to it. I wonder if that's going to be important later, that overt acts of emotion are actually going to be ways to add color to the world. You don't have to apologize to us or your boss. Nobody's perfect, and that's fine. Those are fighting words to Gaster. She's about to drain its color. He has failed himself in creating the worlds that will destroy him someday, after all. And Chara's just super uncomfortable. You must understand that you're very powerful and important to this world, Office. You can change the course of history, bringing us all together again. Don't count on me. Never again. Why? We're in this together, Frisk. Every time we try to stop him, things get worse. We're going to lose, Chara. And this is the world where Frisk broke. I thought maybe they would have held out longer, but I was wondering if maybe we would reach the point where they did reach their limit. And this is probably it, because they were forced to go into the genocide route. And even just watching Chara have that connection with someone after everyone hates him, I think this is probably what pushed him over the edge. Just seeing that it could still be possible through all that, and just doing it again is probably too much. This is worse than the genocide route. His world, his rules. Wait. He found out about the scrap of paper. Did Frisk tell him? It's not worth it to become strong. This isn't you. Are you okay? Stop calling me brother. You and I shouldn't coexist in the first place. final battle of this world. At the time I was outside, I understood things happen for a reason. At first I thought I had forgot to program them all to get rid of you and Frisk if given the chance. Then I realized my instincts were trying to tell me the answer was here all this time. Alphas. Someone capable of making their own decisions. And inspire my own creations with stupid hopes to rebel against their creator. Where's Alphas, you piece of crap? So Frisk probably turned Alphas in. Because they're broken and they hate everyone right now. She was aware of what was going to happen. Why do you think she made you that armor? Alphas knew I was going to get so mad. But do not worry, I'm not mad at you. This liar is not a problem anymore. I'm going to go back to check sign quickly. The color's drained out of her again. Yeah. If you now want to end up like her, you better leave and give me my human. The human is my student. We're gonna beat the crap out of you. He's smiling again. I knew I was not wrong. You're all what I need. He's taking damage too. Oh. Okay, one, that is so fucked up. The smile and like the drool or the blood, I honestly can't tell, but it's even bigger than before and the cracks to his body. And if I'm right, here he's gone from, yeah, I'm right. This is the coat he's wearing in the later renditions. He has the X's added on. It's not just the turtleneck, but it's also getting really messed up like we saw in the later versions, all torn up. So this is the fight that tore him up. The way you show your emotions is so amusing, Chara. That is why you have always been my favorite. Frisk does not deserve you as a brother. Shut the hell up. I'll give you everything. Give me your determination. No one in the world needs you anymore. You won't change the course of this world. You are my creations. If you destroy me, you will die too. I'm not here to kill you. Your own actions are taking care of it. I'm here to keep you in confinement until you regret what you've done. I really doubt that'll happen. I will take care of this world. You will be forgotten by everyone. You're so ridiculous. What's about to happen? Your hopes and dreams do not work in my reality. And there's the first overwrite where he corrupted all of them, including Alphas. It's all the previous versions we saw. Azrael, Asgore, TORIEL, and Muffet. He's taking the ones he wants. And they're tearing her apart. Run. The fuck, man. I mean, at every step of the way, it's not just that Gaster's losing it, but we're seeing as he's slowly progressing down. I thought there was some kind of massive corruption in him that made him look that way, but no. It's literally that he's just he's resetting everyone but himself, so he carries over what he adds to himself and the damage he takes. It's why he looks so fucked up. It's why his clothes are so ragged. Because this fight made him a little more ragged. He took more damage. But he's also going to pull back from it. So I guess it's more his self-image is what changes over time. I don't know. There probably is more I don't get yet, but we have a few more episodes to figure it out. And Frisk has fully given in. Because before they had the determination to fight, but then they were forced to go down the genocide route, and that broke them. And they never seemed to recover. And as soon as... At least the punishment here was only that Gaster wanted everyone to reject them and hate them, as opposed to what I thought it would be, driving the wedge between them in the first place. And for all I know, maybe Gaster will say that was all according to plan as well. But he doesn't remove the memory, so I really doubt that. Just he set them up to break in a situation where that would happen. And because Gaster said if he dies, his creations die, so they can't kill him. Which is why Chara was in an empty void at the beginning of Underverse, because they probably did pseudo-kill, or at least fully block off Gaster. He didn't stay dead, but... yeah, I get why this was fucked up. And it's only going to get worse, because there's still another 5 episodes of Gaster sliding even further down that rabbit hole. God damn, man. It's crazy just to watch him slide down, because he gets less and less screen time in each one, except for literally the end of this one was the most. But every time you see him, he's just slightly more disturbed, especially compared to the beginning, where it was actually an altruistic initial contact. But he's been changed so much by what he's been trying to get. It's not about perfection anymore. It's about being his world, his amusement. Damn. I realize there's also the meta-narrative of this is a representation of the creation process for content for Undertale, and that Gaster is a stand-in for the artist who can't create their own world, but then can create based on Underverse itself and all the context about that, including Ink playing into the larger meta-narrative with the initial context of how he was talking to the viewer, who could have also been Airier, who could have also been Core, who could have been someone in universe, but at the same time also us, and even have one or the other or both at the same time, because his dialogue sits in such a way that it makes sense. There's a lot of layers to this, and I could probably spend a long time analyzing them and enjoy all of it. But at the end of the day, the one that really makes sense is that this is really damn good. If you haven't hit it up already, there's a link below. Hit it up. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.